How's it going, guys, and welcome to another reaction video. Today I'm joined by Mike and Keith, and we're going to be reacting to the 10 most unrealistic movie scenes of all time. Are y'all excited for this one?
Yes, I am very excited for this. I love to make fun of unrealistic movie scenes every time I watch movies, so I'm very interested to see what's going on with this.
I'm excited to see how this goes too.
Is there any that you probably think might be in here before we start the video? Like, any guesses?
Not off the top of my head.
Same here.
Even though I'm a Fast and Furious fan, I have a feeling there's probably going to be a couple of those in this video.
Yeah.
Well, we're about to find out what the 10 most unrealistic movie scenes of all time were. Let's go ahead and get right into this video.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Generation Films. Today we're coming to you from the UK, and today we will be looking at my top 10 unrealistic scenes in films, in no particular order. First up, we have this harness malfunction in the climbing movie Cliffhanger. In the first scene of the movie, we get this unexplainable harness malfunction where this metal buckle splits and suddenly the harness has completely fallen apart.
Well,
To understand just how unrealistic this is, just check out the technical specifications for some climbing equipment. Although some parts of the harness are stronger, each component should be designed to withstand at least a force of 9 kilonewtons. That would be a force of 2,000 pounds. So how does this leg loop buckle break under the weight of this 100-pound woman? And the harness consists of 3 separate loops, so how does one leg loop breaking lead to the entire harness falling apart? Number 2, the incredibly long runway featured
I mean, kind of. I think he's being a little nitpicky, but I can agree with it to an extent.
Yeah, if that happened in real life, that would be a bad moment.
I get why that's unrealistic because of, like, he just listed the technical aspect behind it, but, like, for the movie, they had to do that, like, just for the scene, right. But I understand that. Let's see what's at number 2.
6. The cars chase this plane along the runway.
Oh, Fast and Furious! I called it!
According to a BBC journalist who did the math, with the cars travelling for 13 minutes at 115 miles per hour, which is the speed The Rock said they were driving at in an interview, the runway would be 26 miles long. Yeah. The only problem is, the longest runway in the world is only 3.5 miles.
Exactly.
They get to the end of the massive runway just as the plane blows up. Number 3, John McClane displays incredible aim with this stunt.
Yeah, that one I definitely agree with being on this list.
I just paused that at a great time. It's him jumping out of the plane when the cop car is about to hit him. I mean, yeah, that definitely is unrealistic because, I mean, look at it. So, in this picture right here, the car's flying towards him. The hood's basically off the car here. The only front damage from hitting a bridge is the front bumper falling off, and then the hood's gone, but they put fire in there. That is very unrealistic.
Right. Plus, I feel like that plane could have been way closer to hitting those cars than they did in the movie, but of course they had to slow the plane down because, well, it's a movie.
Alright.
I feel like if this happened in real life, and if the car was flying towards a helicopter, it would either barely nick the bottom of the helicopter, or double explosions.
Back show. Alright, let's continue here.
A helicopter with a cop car. Ooh. And it isn't just the aim that's unrealistic. The window must be bulletproof glass capable of sustaining high caliber rounds, and this high-speed bell would certainly have broken every bone.
That is so unrealistic.
Number 4, another climbing movie. The precipice jump scene.
I completely agree with that scene being in there. That is just so unrealistic. Obviously, he would have died, no question about it.
Agreed.
Now, I was about to say, how the heck does he survive after falling out of a helicopter, exploding helicopter, onto a windshield of a car? This guy straps 2 ice axes to his wrists and launches himself across a canyon. His body picks up
I've seen this somewhere on YouTube before.
He magically sinks the teeth of his axes into the ice on the other side and stops.
Yeah, I
think if someone really tried this, sure, the axes would stick into the ice on the other side, but your body would be at the bottom of the canyon. And don't tell me the axes were strapped to his hands. Remember, most climbing equipment can withstand at least 9 kilonewtons or 2,000 pounds of force.
He's putting
but
a lot of
human wrist,
statistics into this.
Probably not. Number 5 is James Bond's poker hand from Casino Royale. Now, I'm not a poker player myself, so I'm going on information from online poker forums. James Bond goes from having the worst odds to winning the game. The supposed mathematical genius, La Chiffre, the guy who bleeds out of his eye when he's stressed, raises the stakes, yet he should have worked out that he had a poor chance and chilled out a bit. One poker forum user worked out that the odds of the final hands were 158 million to 1, and on top of that, the math of how much money is in the prize pot is off by $1 million.
Wow.
One user described it as one of the best Bond movies ever, but one of the worst poker movies ever. Number 6 is driving across the lava flow in Dante's Peak.
Oh, now this definitely is unrealistic.
It seems that the makers of this movie forgot that lava is hot, between 1,000 and 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit. In contrast, a household oven usually only goes up to around 500. So as they drive across, they're so close to the heat, their skin should literally be blistering. And this dog,
exactly,
his fur would be on fire.
Oh, hold on a second. The dog was running in the lava and just jumps in the car or van, or is that a truck?
Right.
I'm more concerned how the windows have not been blown out of the vehicle with the lava and stuff. I feel like it would have been melted immediately.
Gee.
Right, or the tires too. I mean, how are the tires on fire but they're still rolling fine?
Exactly. Like,
I mean, look at this dude's face. He doesn't look even that phased. I mean, listen, I understand it's a movie. I understand that, but they could have made it a little more real. That would have been much better acting if they had made it so he's a little, like, shocked at least.
Yeah, I get your point there.
Actually be blistering. And this dog? Yep, his fur would be on fire. Dog. In fact, none of that would have happened because this truck's fuel tank would have been so close to the heat that it would have exploded instantly. Number 7, jumping the bus across the freeway gap in speed. This was just a very poorly executed special effects sequence in an otherwise cool movie. Notice how there is nothing at the end of the highway in this clip, but in the next shot there are a few flat pieces of wood. Still nothing that would make the front of the bus take off into the air like it's a plane. The bus then seems to glide to an orderly landing on the other side.
That is kind of...
In reality, the bus never would have had any upward motion. It probably would have started falling immediately it came off the end of the freeway, with its windscreen smashing into the end of the freeway on the other side. Oh well, Speed 2 was a lame movie anyway, so it's okay if we end it.
Shots fired!
This incredible computer virus from Independence Day. Jeff Goldblum's character designs a computer virus to infect the alien mothership. But how does he do that? A virus designed for a Windows computer can't affect a Mac operating system.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
So you're telling me that he uses a Windows computer to design a virus for a different alien operating system he has never even used, and it works. Another thing I've never got about this movie is why does Will Smith's wife's character work as a stripper? Normally women are forced into that industry through poverty and desperation, but Will Smith's character is a captain in the Air Force, a job that brings a salary of between $70,000 and $100,000 a year, yet his wife is still swinging it at gentlemen's clubs. Maybe it's just her hobby?
It's something that I will not name on this video.
The center of the galaxy in Star Trek V, The Final Frontier.
Look at
in this movie, the Enterprise
special
travels to the center of the galaxy to meet God, or some guy who goes by that name. Only problem is that science is a bit off in estimating the amount of time for the trip. They just took a few hours. In Star Trek Voyager, they worked out that this ship would take 75 years to make it back to Earth from the other side of the galaxy. So in Star Trek V, the Enterprise should take half that time at least to make it to the center of the galaxy, 37.5 years. And actually, it could be a lot longer than that, because it's old technology, 100 years before Voyager in the chronological timeline of the story. Still, this wooden steering wheel is cool. Finally, number 10, Armageddon. And no particular scene, just everything in the movie. Apparently, there are 168 glaring scientific errors in Armageddon.
Wow.
So much that NASA actually shows the movie to new recruits to test their knowledge by getting to notice the mistakes. I'm not sure that's true, I got that from the internet. In the movie, an asteroid the size of Texas is heading towards Earth, and the main characters, a ragtag crew of oil drillers and geologists, need to drill 800 feet into the asteroid and detonate a nuclear bomb down the hole in order to break it in half and have the two halves pass either side of Earth. but 800 feet into something that is 800 miles wide
Wow.
doesn't even scratch the surface. Well, guys, I hope you've enjoyed these incredibly...
Well, that was quite an interesting video. A lot of things and a lot of facts I did not know. But what was y'all's thoughts on this video?
I thought it was a very interesting video. Some of it, I felt like he was being a little too nitpicky, but I agreed with a lot of his facts and a lot of his points with this video.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. Kind of the same thing with Mike. I agree with a lot of the points and stuff like that in the video. I will say, kind of like Mike said, he was a little bit nitpicky here and there, but I would agree with a lot of his facts and stuff like that, especially with the Fast and Furious movie and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, that was probably the most accurate. Plus the lava thing, just that whole stupid thing where the fuel tank would obviously explode, and I mentioned the tires would explode, and how the heck the dog jumped in there, because dogs don't even like water, so how would they react to heat?
Exactly.
Good point.
Yeah, I was so surprised about some of these because I never knew that they were that bad. But I mean, the thing is, we have to think about this too. Movies, they're hard to make. There's so many things you have to film. There's a lot of editing that goes into movies, and I understand there's going to be mistakes every once in a while. There's a couple though that I thought of that should have been in this video. Sharknado had some really bad, unrealistic CGI moments. One from Fast and Furious, the most recent one, the 9th movie. How would a car make it across that big of a cliff? I have no clue. But other than that, I think that this was a very solid video.
Yeah, definitely a great video.
Alright, well, this is going to wrap up the video. Thank y'all so much for watching, and thank you, Mike and Keith, for joining me on the video today. You can check out their social medias in the description below. And if you haven't yet, hit that like and subscribe button. And if you have not subscribed yet, what are you doing? Join the cwilyt crew on the road to 1K subs. Thank y'all so much for watching, and have a blessed day. Peace.
Peace.
And chicken grease.